Okay, today I'm going to read this little girl a book called Simi's Magical Seahorse Adventure by Eve Pierre and Dave. Oh, no, by Eve Pierre. Very colorful book, huh?
I like your book.
Yes. Okay. It was Simi's 7th birthday. She was feeling lonely because she didn't have any friends in the city her family moved to. See? Does everybody see that? Okay. Do you see it? Okay. Next page. So to cheer her up, her parents took her to the local pet store. She was excited to go because she wanted a nice pet to keep her company. She happily walked around the store. First, Simi saw the dogs that barked softly at her. Ruff, ruff. She looked at her mom and said, "Can I have a dog, please?" Her mom said, "No. We do not have a big backyard for a dog to run around." Then she went into the other section where there were cats. The cats meowed softly at her like, meow. She asked her mom if she could have a cat. Her mom said no. Although they are cute, we don't have a scratching post, and the last cat scratched up the furniture. Look for a new pet this time. So, she has to look for a new pet. See it? Okay. Okay. Oops, sorry. Okay. Her mom said, "Come over here and see all the fish in the aquarium." So Simi followed her mom towards the goldfish. There are lots of kinds of fish in this store with different sizes and colors. Simi said with a pout, "I don't think I see any fish I want." As they were leaving the store, there were some colorful horse-looking fish that interested Simi. "That's a seahorse. Look at how they glide in the water," said her mother. "Can I get one, Mom?" "Yes, but you have to take care of it," said Mom. Okay, this is a picture of the seahorse. I think I got the picture up. Okay, yeah. See?
That's a seahorse.
There you go. There was a seahorse that was yellow and orange with a pink fin on its back. It jumped into Simi's cup and she was holding over the aquarium. Then the pet store salesman transferred the seahorse into a plastic bag. "She's so pretty, I will name her Maxine," she said. The next day, Simi fed Maxine. The seahorse was swimming excitedly in her fish tank. Simi promised the seahorse that she would play with her after she returned home from school. And when Simi returned home later that evening, Maxine was overjoyed to see her. See the seahorse?
She's in the bag.
She's in the bag at the time, but I know she had her probably on her dresser or something, huh? The seahorse was doing flips and turns all around the fish tank. Maxine was such a colorful looking seahorse, and after Simi finished her homework, she took Maxine out to play. Before she left, she read the seahorse pamphlet that said seahorses live in the sea. So she decided to take her to the beach. Simi carried the seahorse in a see-through bag as she walked to the beach. She wanted her to see the other sea creatures in the water, so she dipped the bag into the water. Simi saw how excited Maxine was when she dipped the bag into the water, so she decided to dip it one more time. See?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Simi reached down to dip the bag once more, and suddenly she tumbled into the water with the seahorse. Oh no! Simi did not know how to swim. Maxine saw that the Simi was in trouble, so she swam through the bag. Do you see she tumbled into the water? Now I'll show you.
Does she tumble in the water?
Mm-hmm. Wow. But we didn't see her swim through that bag yet, did we? As she swam through the bag, she began growing bigger and bigger. She went further into the water to rescue Simi from drowning. Maxine brought Simi back to the shore. Simi was unconscious. Maxine roared, roar, and Simi woke up coughing. Simi awakened and saw the big seahorse. Ooh. Suddenly she became frightened. Simi looked closer at the seahorse and realized it was Maxine. The seahorse was the same colors as Maxine and everything. Can you imagine?
Mm-hmm.
Simi called out to Maxine and she roared, roar. Simi was glad to see her seahorse. Suddenly, Maxine began to shrink back to her regular size. Then Simi yelled, I can't wait to tell Mom and Dad. See? She's a big seahorse. See? She's a big seahorse. Next, turning the page. Well, she put Maxine in her hands and ran as fast as she could to her house. And she reached home so quickly and put her back into the aquarium. Maxine started to look ill. Guess what all that jumping and going on? Simi hurried to tell her parents about what had happened today. Her mom said, honey, you really had a big adventure. Her father agreed. He also said, is that why your clothes are wet? You be careful next time because you don't know how to swim yet. Her mom said, you go wash up, eat, and get ready for bed. Tomorrow's Saturday, and you and your seahorse can enjoy the whole day tomorrow. Simi said, okay, Mom, good night. On the next day, Simi slept in later than usual. She kept dreaming about how Maxine saved her life. When she did awaken, the seahorse was swimming around in the water excitedly to see Simi. She talked to the seahorse all morning. She read her a story. She also daydreamed about what their next adventure would be like. As the sun was about to go down, her parents were going to the store. They asked Simi, would you like to go? Then she decided to go ahead and stay and play with Maxine instead. So far, since Simi moved to the new city, she had no friends yet, except Maxine. Maxine is her best friend. She and Maxine went back to the beach. Simi now put Maxine in the sea. And then she stepped in. Maxine grew larger and larger again. Then Simi climbed aboard the seahorse's back. Then Maxine and Simi started going underneath the sea in the water. Simi said in a panicked voice, stop! I can't swim! So Maxine blew her magic breath into Simi's ears, nose, and mouth. Then Simi could breathe underwater like a fish. There's no pictures for that. Turning the page. Ooh, a picture. They went underwater to the big glass mall. There was a big mall at the bottom of the ocean. Simmy never knew of this mall. There were seahorses, mermaids, hammerheads, all kinds of sea creatures throughout the mall. Simmy became very frightened. Then Maxine said, "Don't worry. I won't let anyone hurt you. You are my guest here." And Simmy said, "Huh?" Maxine replied, "You treated me well in your house, therefore I will treat you well here in the ocean. We follow the golden rule of treat others like you would like to be treated." And that's the movie theater, movies and the ice cream and all that. So here we are here. Remember the rules. I told you. Can't get in the camera. Okay? "So, what would you like to eat today?" Simmy replied. "Ice cream." Maxine conjured up some ice cream. Every sea creature floated around the table in the ice cream parlor. Maxine, Simmy, and the other sea creatures enjoyed some ice cream. Simmy yawned. And Maxine noticed that Simmy's eyes looked sleepy. A mermaid warned Maxine that she needed to tell her guest about the time rule. Then Maxine said to Simmy, "You can't sleep here, because if you sleep past 9 o'clock tonight, you won't return home as a human. You'll become a mermaid for the rest of your life. You and I will not be able to return to your home, your house, and this will make your parents very sad." Simmy thought about that and knew that Maxine was right about her parents, so she decided to play for a while and leave before 9 p.m. See, she's playing with them. All right, this is the picture. Wait a minute, that's the text. Okay, if I can just give you the picture. There we go. Okay, there we are. Next, should be almost through with this. The sea creatures, Maxine and Simmy, played the games tag and hide and go seek. She remembered she could not swim. Then she looked around and saw a turtle and started moving her arms and feet like it did. Before she knew it, she was swimming, and this made everyone very happy. All the sea creatures cheered her on as she swam throughout the mall. So playing tag with her seahorse and turtle. See? Yep, there she is.
She's on her feet.
Yep. Okay. It began to get darker and harder to see underwater. Maxine said to Simmy, "We must return to the shore now." So she told everyone goodbye, and she climbed aboard the back of the seahorse and swam quickly to get out of water. The clock in the mall said it was 2 minutes till 9 o'clock. Did they make it? They got out in time because Simmy's wristwatch said 9 p.m. as they stepped out of the water. Maxine started to shrink again, and Simmy found a small bucket by the shore to put her in, and Simmy ran home, and it was dark and windy. Whew. Well, they finally made it home. Her parents were very worried, and her mother said, "We arrived here a couple hours ago and went out to search for you but could not find you. Where have you been? Why are your clothes wet?" Simmy started talking about her seahorse adventure. Then her mom said, "You and that seahorse again." Simmy said, "Guess what? I learned how to swim. Her parents said, oh, her parents knew she didn't know how to swim and she was afraid of water. Her parents asked, what else did you learn? Sammy said that if you don't get out of the water in time, your skin will get scaly and you'll turn into a sea creature. Her parents said, exactly. Next time, if you don't follow the curfew rules, you will be in trouble in the sea world and here at home. So Sammy learned her lessons, went to her room with Maxine, and even though she had been punished for a day for missing the curfew, she felt she had a great adventure. She was glad she picked Maxine to be her pet, and the next week her parents took Sammy to the local gym to take swimming lessons to make sure she knew how to swim or learned how to swim. So here's this picture with the mermaid. See that picture with the mermaid?
He's sad.
Yeah, it's almost 9 o'clock. And here's this picture that shows her, Sammy, and the seahorse. And so that's the end. Wasn't that a great story? I didn't hear nothing. You're supposed to say something. Stay. Okay. So thank you for listening. And that was the story, Sammy's Magical Seahorse Adventure. Okay, the story was about a relationship between a girl and her new pet. And the pet is mystical and brings great joy and adventure to the little girl. Where do they go? What do they do? How does the little girl learn? Who is Maxine? You'll have to read the story to find out. Okay, have a great day. Bye.